This is a war of words, and the battle rages where the lines have been drawn. As surely as the light was divided from the darkness at time's dawn, it was already written. That before the image or the idea came into being, it was the word that was given. Prior to the beginning, further back than forever, there was a voice masterfully weaving the fabric of the cosmos together. He was content to make content concrete. The Creator was pleased to exercise authority by making matter conform to his speech. Each and everything that is came to be when this powerful word was uttered from eternity. The one in being and yet three in diversity laid claim to his property, effortlessly causing a theater of glory to spring forth from the void as a living story. Characters called to be fruitful and disperse under the governance of a ruling creature, man, the spoken word, whose constituent feature was speaking words as a dirtbag brought forth from the soil in the image of the speaker. A mirror of his maker, using words to describe and reflect the designer's intentions. A match made in heaven, as he went about producing obedient tonal inflections like emissions from a golden sun's beaming. But in the midst of abundant life teeming, crept in a serpentine regime subverting meaning by way of his perverted scheming, commandeering these vessels of verbal potency, leading humanity careening into chaos, tying our souls into knots, corrupting the abundance of our hearts so that these wicked thoughts would come pouring out like a muddy stream. Forsaking reliance, we were alienated from the speaker, wielding his words against him to alienate his world from him through words of defiance. Engaged in a diabolical project of linguistic emancipation, we took the dust of our desires and like sorcerers breathed spells into empty shells, uttering repetitious incantations to make for ourselves parodies of the creation. We sent our words off to crusade against the word, re-enchanting the cosmos with our sophisticated gibberish and devilish linguistics, such creative occultic fictions blurring the distinctions between the shadows and the sunlight. These are words done wrong instead of words done right, distorting the goodness wired into these natural structures to make room for a new God. Instead of you, God, we bow down to the idol of language, bastardized verbiage giving the death sentence to discourse. Of course, oration may seem a strange lord to deify. Let me see if I can summarize our delusional flounder. Mortals in combat, playing games with their founder, all at ease with their deities as they defy all these divine decrees, crafting idols like mac and cheese. Babylonians babbling with their bologna sandwiches, too busy bowing down to themselves, they're savages. Spouting their BS in the face of the amen and yes. Like barbarians with no roots, they're up to their necks in weeds, sowing their seeds of destruction that bear poisonous fruit. Labeling truth as oppressive, idolaters posturing as progressive, acting so possessive of power from below, tug-of-warring over syllables, attempting to define reality, punctuating their sedition by performing occultic fatalities on the dictionary to liberate God's world from God's words. But this proves to be an endeavor of futility, you see. Without humility, these foolish vapors of prostituting words for their own utility, breathing heavy in their ongoing sagos of strife against the divine logos, laying siege to the word of life. An unholy alliance of rebels forming a rogue squadron of kamikaze pilots opposed to the word made flesh, seeking to do him violence. Like carbon copy clones they attack, but their words are sticks and stones that fall to the ground when the marrow-piercing sword of the Empire strikes back. His Imperial Highness restoring knights that brandish armor-piercing sabers, strapped up with their holy pages, set to cut down these dragons in service to the King of Ages. We, the people of this heavenly Jerusalem, arrayed in white at his feet, do sit, our mouths being filled with words of victory. Unlike that crafty snake, we will never taste defeat. This scroll we eat. The whole body rejoices in a head that has triumphed, from whose mouth flashes a fiery blade that sets the hearts of men ablaze. And at the end of days, when rays of endless light from his gaze brighten the night, and every knee kisses the floor of that garden city, every tongue in the mouth of a scoffer will concede that his word has no expiration. All the nations will stand adorned with godly lips that proclaim the excellencies of renewal as his kingdom conduits. Wielding words to weave worlds together, we charge the gates of a fork-tongued foe while worn and weathered. As we stand in this desert, bidding these dry bones to come forth, we employ these words against our sworn enemy. Let the ends of the earth end their enmity and join the chorus of praise that never stops. Because at the close of the day, all else is destined to wither and fade away. But his word, when it is weighed in the balance, most assuredly will not.